How's it going, guys? Coach Quinn here, Mighty Quinn MMA from American Top Team. Today we're going to go over a very specific style of training at our park workout. Obviously we're not allowed in the gym right now. My good friend Kika's here. I'll give her the floor in a minute, but this is conditioning slash technique, but not in the usual sense. Usually we're going to call this corrective training today. Kika?
The Cura Core is a core training harness designed to actually focus on training the core muscles dynamically and statically. And you can use it anytime from either seated in a rehab setting up to professional athletes using it to train their drills and their motions. So you can do it from seated to sprinting even. And it has a rotational component, which is very rare and hard to train in just about any sport without using your arms and legs, which can also take away a little bit from the training of the core. So it's designed to just focus on the core muscles, helps you target, focus, isolate, so then you can also integrate it into motion.
All right, okay, for instance, I was just doing this exercise before the camera was on, before everyone got here, and I noticed it kept me honest. That's why I call it correction. I felt that I was using those muscles that I forgot I had when I was doing it, and on top of that, like I was explaining to Kika earlier, is, Olympic lifting, even though it's great for the foundation because it's closed chain workouts for conditioning and strength purposes, what this does is, this is a little more simulated of having a partner without having the partner, because in MMA nothing is really equal. First of all, you're not even in an equal stance. In MMA you're here. So when you shoot in or when you punch, everything's going to be on a slightly different angle. This simulates that perfectly. I felt when I was taking my shots, my penetration step, I felt the pull more on one side where I had to balance on the other. And then if I want to do the other side, we just switch the harness over, okay? So this is a great exercise. You're going to see it as well for boxing, and we're going to get into that. So. Okay, here's a prime example on correction. We're going to use a boxing technique for that, throwing the straight right hand. You see how the strap is not plumb on my back? It's off to my side, my right side. Now watch what happens. If I'm unbalanced, I'm going to give myself a little slack just so I can show the wrong way to do it. If I'm unbalanced and I throw that right hand, I'm going to reset fine, okay? Because I'm not going to feel anything when I reset because I have nothing resisting. Now, if I activate the Cura Core and I throw my right hand and I'm unbalanced, it's going to run you back, okay? So you got to stay here and stay stable. What I like to do is I want to add this into our conditioning where you just throw straight right hands for 30 seconds a pop. You got to keep that stability. What you're going to find, you're going to feel that static training right here that Kika was talking about, and up here, okay? See? You lose your balance. See? Now I already feel it here, feel it here, and obviously here, Now on top of that is, the good thing about this, another form of correction that I just noticed doing it, when people throw their right hands, when people punch, they're too tight up here. You're still focused on everything else being tight. It allows you to stay loose up top. It keeps that in your mind. So now for wrestling purposes, I think this is the best, because now let's say I'm shadow wrestling and I want to simulate someone being in front of me. Now, when you shoot your high crotch and turn the corner specifically, their weight is never directly on you. In fact, whenever you try to turn the corner, their weight is never directly on you. So this is good because you're going to feel that pull on that resisted side that you would normally have. Now, for those of you, I don't expect you to know wrestling, the high crotch is a single leg with the head outside, whether you're in MMA or wrestling. So we're getting into that, but we're gonna do it from a wrestling stance because that's the best to do it from anyway. So I'm here in my wrestling stance, I'm here. Okay, and I'm not leaning too far forward because you're gonna feel it. Now I feel okay. Here, I'm gonna take that shot right here. Obviously I feel the resistance. And now when I turn the corner, I'm gonna feel it right here. And now I have to stabilize on my far leg, my trail leg, okay? As opposed to, which everyone does, and it's a big issue, I always yell at my fighters, when we take shots, what do I say? Don't lean, right? You can't lean with this, all right? If you lean with this, your feet are gonna give out. Keep your feet underneath you, and it forces you to drive your feet underneath your body. Your feet stay with you. Okay, so we've concluded our workout with the Kiro core. How'd it feel, guys?
Yeah, it's tough.
All right, cool. Yeah, did you feel the corrective? I kept saying correction.
Like
On the
pulling
two?
it.
Yes. You kept saying we were going like, because like in MMA, like I said earlier, your body's constantly bladed, you're never dead on, and so it gives a different thought process to it. And then we did our cool down after, and that showed, you know, like what are you thinking about now that we're free? Okay. Kika, thank you so much for this. You know, we're going to be using a lot more of this. I think it's perfect. You could use this for everything. Obviously, we're doing martial arts specific, but you could use this for weightlifting, for rehabilitation, which I actually did use for my rib, I remember a while back. So please check this out. Where could they find it?
You can find it on Instagram at Kiro Core, K-I-R-O Core, and on the website is www.kiroconcepts.com.
All right, guys. Kika, thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay?
Appreciate it.
Please like and share this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so already. And thanks, guys.